check, 55, Mike. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Check, cross, deep grip, deep grip.
They'll run on first down. McAllister, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on. You better bring it. Check, check, check. Hard, hard. Tighten up. Hey, watch it. Let's go.
Now a toss out wide to McAllister. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, orbit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Tackle.
They'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Rosen looking to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Monday. Check. Check. Hot.
To throw is Rosen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Kill. Middle. Shoot. Team spill.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 3. 80. Check 4.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Shift. Hey, switch gears. Check. Lucky. Get it.
On first down, McAllister. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep. Keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
70, Indy. Got one. SOS.
On second down now, McAllister. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Set. 10-2 stop. He's scared. Kill.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
Ready.
Running right, here's McAllister. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And the Dolphins first down.
Keep it up, guys.
On first down, it's Rosen. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On play action, Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
To number 15. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Down. 18 Gators.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Jam, 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 jam. 49, check 49, check 49.
They run with Deuce McAllister, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Fair. Check safety. Out. He's coming. We got double up. Get it.
Another run with McAllister. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Ready up. Watch Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Head up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll set up a throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is caught by Watkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rosen off the play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Dolphins.
Rosen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't get nervous. My 52. Hey, tighten down.
Second and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now it's Mixon running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Rosen will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 60-yard. Hey, come on now. Switch. No. Yes. Fight.
They'll run on first down. McAllister, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 48-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphin first down.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
For Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one goes for 24 yards. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Oh, you got deep? Bang, 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 bang. Chance.
On second down, McAllister. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Night, sweetheart.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Go. Bravo. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Quarter.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Mixon. And he's got Rome. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give, right side. Mullins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 15-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mullins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now they run with Mixon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He won't be ready.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Pick me up. Here we go. Say go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Okay, ready? 55. Eat.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Big rip.
Looking to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Pick and choose the mic. Watch Mike. You gonna get this boy? You just go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like